And we're live. Good evening, everybody. I'm leaning over here because Kim's mouse is way over there and it controls everything. Like I got my mouse and I go, I can't turn this thing on. It's like, oh, I know why. And we're live. Oh no! Everybody. Oh no! That's my sound. Turn my sound down. That was a mistake.
Get it together, man.
Yeah, I don't have my act together real well because we're in a hotel room still. Um, and let's see. So, as usual, Inspector Bruce, right on time. Good job. Mexican Specs here. Getting down to the 85 overnight, he says. And here, and Inspector Bruce says he's watching World Cup Argentina versus Algeria. Interesting. Mike N is here. Good evening. It is, I just looked at our temperature, says 110, feels like 108. I don't know. You know that little symbol there by Mexican Spec. I found out what that is. That shows you that there's a spell check correction, and you can go into Google and get rid of that if you don't want the spell check. And I never knew what that little mark was until I intentionally uh, put something in that I was supposed to be funny because I spelled it wrong, and it fixed it and spelled it right, so it wasn't funny at all. So him help me go in there and find. You go into Google. I don't remember where. Anyway, you find the spell check and you turn it off, and then it doesn't make that little symbol, but it writes what you really write. So I don't know if anybody even knows that. And Luis is here. Good evening. Um, let's see. And Luis says, Buff, I'm so glad you're back. Well, we're back still in Yuma, but we're here. Oh, and Kim's here. Oh, she got big hair.
Big hair. He likes it. My hair looks big and fluffy and
What's with the
light.
sparkles? What are the sparkles up by your ears? You got earrings or are those? Oh no, it's
My hair is
it's
confusing.
the screen. It's
Confusing
confusing
the AI.
the green screen.
I'll do
And
the introduction right away since everybody's here already. All
I
the
was
important people are here.
and I was
Maybe.
going to say hi to Lester the Saber,
Oh,
and
okay.
we have a
Do it.
picture from Lester the Saber, but I didn't lead in with it, but because I wanted to tell everybody who it was.
Okay.
But we'll do that. But do your greetings first.
All right. Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Kim of Kim Fixes Things. I'm here with the namesake of your channel that you have found, Buff Del Campo, and we are on the Buff Del Campo channel.
Yeah,
It's
camo. I'm wearing.
live with Buff and Kim. This is our the stand-in for our regular Tuesday night program. We are 2 hours later than our regular schedule because well, we're an hour later than we used to be and an hour later than that because it's only 7 p.m. here, but also you guys have he was working until this afternoon. I needed to give him time to eat and calm down and things. Anyways,
It's pretty much a
thank you for your patience. We
pretty much a
appreciate
12-hour day for me today.
but we don't want to just kind of abandon our time slot entirely. So thank you guys for understanding. You know, it's more difficult when we're away from home. But I do have the lights, camera, action. I have our green screen so that we can magically do our different programming kind of things. Since we don't have our shop, we have to depend on you guys for conversation, maybe some pictures. We have some stuff to talk about.
I don't have any pictures from anybody except Lester Saber. So I'll bring that up. But I'll bring that up after we're done with this. But you know,
that is if you
want to send some, if you want to, yeah, that's what's that? Dead Cougar? Who is that?
Oh, is it Dead Cougar Garages or is it Mean Street Mopars?
No.
We don't even know whose cars we're showing.
Just I gotta scroll. I just want to make sure I get it right.
I am getting some tan. We're both getting a lot more sun than we would typically get.
What is it I'm getting?
Sun.
Vitamin
D. When your skin is exposed.
Dead Cougar. garage. That's what I thought.
Okay.
But I had to go back and look, make sure I had it right.
But also the contrast is tweaked a little bit to try and get the green screen not to sparkle too much. And you guys may notice that our resolution is just not, it's not quite as sharp as it normally would be, because I didn't want to hog too much. I didn't want the hotel staff to get clued into the fact that we're doing a live stream. We're on the down low here with the live streaming. So, are we talking about Mayo tonight? I'm sure now that you brought it up, we're
Okay,
going to.
I gotta tell the story why the mail came up because Kim put it on there when I wasn't looking. There's a antibiotic I'm taking. Oh, the first antibiotic about killed me. The second
Oh,
antibiotic,
did it ever?
uh, the is fine, but I have to take it with food. So I came home and it's time to take the med, and I was stupid. I just took it and I went, wait a minute, I haven't eaten like for I don't know 7 hours or something. Said I got to eat something. So I go up there and I grab a couple pieces of bread and I open up the mayonnaise and there's like just a little bit of scrapings in the bottom. So I get I got to stick my hand on it. I get it on my wrist and everything, get some out,
I
but
mean,
that's all I can get. So Kim says, dilute it with some sour cream. I go, oh yeah, emergency, uh, emergency substitute for mayonnaise. Sour cream. So I put a little sour cream on, and I put some lunch meat on there, put together, and ate it quickly. And while I was on looking, she wrote that some smart out thing about mayo. So that's the whole mayo story.
he's very particular about his mayo. It's important. A schmear. No, it's like a glob of it. He
Well,
wants a glob on a
here's the thing.
sandwich.
The meat was what was that meat? Pepperoni.
Yeah.
It's a bit hot, and I'd like to just tone it down a little bit.
All right. We
But
better
the
we
but
better
the
move
but,
on from the
but the
mayo
mayo
conversation.
and the sour cream
Everybody's
did it.
clicking away.
That did it.
They're all clicking away. They're like, we're not mayo real, are we?
So that's all.
So we're still in
And
Yuma, Arizona. You wouldn't believe it, but it's hot here. It's summer in Yuma. It's warm. It's a very warm
it's not
place.
summer yet. It won't
It's
be
not even summer
summer
yet.
until when is it summer? 21st? I don't remember. Today's only the 16th.
Bruce
I know it's still spring.
Bruce Colchin says he had a cougar like that back in the late 80s. That was like last century. A century ago. Kiwi just ended. Well, that was part of why I was like, well, let's just go an hour late and people can enjoy Kiwi and then
We were like rushing to hurry, that kind of rushing, not like
American. We were American.
so we were hurrying. And Kim goes, let's just go in after Kiwi and it'll be better for us. I said, okay. So we did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long days. Long days. But you're feeling tons better than just like 3 days ago because we had to rush out and
I had an antibiotic. Well, see, I had this tick bite. And
uh-huh.
about 3 weeks later, the incubation period,
Guys, the picture's going to change, but the conversation will stay. Keep going. Ignore the
I
change in the
ended
picture.
up with um, Lyme disease. So they gave me an antibiotic. No, they prescribed an antibiotic, and I went and bought it. And then what happened was I felt terrible. I felt like no feeling in my legs. I don't mean like numb, just like there's nothing there. And I had irregular heartbeat and what else? Something else was, oh, there was just a lot of bad side effects. Couldn't sleep. So I stopped taking it. Went back to the doctor, told her about it. She goes, oh, don't ever take that again. Yeah, okay. She goes, I'll get you something else. She got me something else. And so she says it looks like it cleared up, but she says you got that Lyme disease in you for quite a while, so you're going to have to take this for a while to make sure it's all gone. Yep, I understand that. Well, now I'm taking an antibiotic that works, and I don't feel bad. I feel normal. So,
Yeah.
oh, I thought I was going to die. It was bad. I was walking at work like I couldn't even feel my legs. I just was
Yeah.
like,
And he was going, I feel bad. I feel really bad. I'm worried. All right. Josh Homan's here. Welcome in. Mike N is here. Welcome in, Mike. Yeah, like Mexican Spec said, Buff has some assignments to do here that pay. So that's good. We drove out here.
Less of a saver. What is the Russian for mayonnaise? Mayonnaise, and in Russian it's mayonnaise. Like mayonnaise. MANAZ is basically how it's spelled. Mayonnaise.
Welcome into Faith is here also. Welcome to everybody coming in from Kiwi Stream. Hope you guys are uh enjoyed Kiwi. He can be pretty entertaining. What's he talking about? Is he still talking about that red Mustang? I didn't think that red Mustang looked that bad. Like, I mean, he
Dead
went.
Cougar Garage is here and gets to see his car again. I was looking for a good car for a lead-in, and I'm looking. I don't have my library of pictures here, so
He
I
didn't
just
have that
went.
much,
I'm
yeah.
gonna look to see who just sent something good, and there's one, and I put it up. So, but I didn't want to lead in with Leslie Sabers until I gave it some, talk about it first. So I'm sorry, I
It's
butt in.
okay.
I
That
butt in.
Cougar was sweet. It is a nice looking car. Uh, I was talking about that red Mustang. It was a '65 Mustang that Kiwi went and looked at, and I didn't think the car looked that bad. Like, and I don't think he thought the car looked that bad either. But I don't think the car's condition was in line with the price that he was talking about. I mean, if I had that kind of money, I really don't think I'd be looking. I wouldn't even be considering that car. It was red, pretty red, and I mean, it looked like a nice driver. But I don't know that it was. Anyways,
So I see no
Barry
email.
Kudus here says the
Can you
Kiwi show is finished.
can
We
you
know,
put can you put
because nobody was here.
can you put my email address or our email
I
address?
absolutely will. If you guys
Just
want to
this
send,
keyboard over here
are
that I
we
have.
assigning any particular type of thing, or is it just if you have a picture of
If you
your
have pictures of cars,
any
your
personal pictures, something
shop
of
animals,
recently, yeah, your cat.
cats, dogs, rhinoceros. What do you keep in the shop?
What have you taken a picture of recently that's on your camera roll that you think is interesting?
Oh, I gotta be careful with that.
Well,
I had a guy showing me his cars, and he goes at work, and he goes, "Look at this and look at this," and then he swiped the next picture, and he goes with his hand over like that because it was a picture of his wife. It was probably one he didn't want to show me.
oops.
It's like, and
Mexican
he laughed, but he covered it up real quick.
Mexican Spec says, talking about the red Mustang at Kiwi, he said that the dealer won't come down below 70, so the client passed. And as he should, because for 70,
You could buy two Mustangs.
yeah, you could buy like a kind of rough driver and a nice collector car. I don't know. What was there something really special about the VIN for that car that made it worth that much? Because I don't know. I don't know everything. Maybe it was like the special one of a kind, one of three prototype production something, and it is worth that. And I'm just a fool for saying it's not. But I don't know. As a car, it didn't.
Maybe it's one
I
that
don't know.
Charlie's Angels rode in
Yeah. I don't.
because they're talking about Charlie's Angels.
Oh, okay. Um. Well, anyways, good for that. Good that Kiwi informed his buyer, and good that buyers have not lost their mind. Because there's lots of cars in the world. You can have some pretty nice
Oh,
cars.
Don says he has a bad headache tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Drink some extra water and,
that's the
and
other thing I had with that
close your
antibiotic was
eyes.
a headache, a bad headache.
Oh, he was having all the bad symptoms. I'm not even going to let him go down the list because we'd
It
be
was
here all
bad.
night
It was
talking
bad.
about his complaints. But it
It
was
was bad.
bad,
Oh, I
and we
knew
went.
something was wrong.
We drove all the way back out to the foothills to the walking clinic. But the lady was really nice this time. She was
She
somebody
was
who had.
nice. She was both of them were
She
nice.
was knowledgeable. The first one was nice, but had no idea about ticks. This one was like, I've seen tick bites out here, and she was on the ball, and she was like, okay, and fixed us right up.
Who's Barry Cuda saying why? 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 Don't know why he's saying why.
Oh, Mexican Spec is talking right now with Kiwi about the red fastback. I thought they were talking about it during the stream. Uh, doo, doo, doo. It's a fastback at a
I'm checking on
four-speed.
O2 in blood level. Breathe through nose. You know what I used to do when I started having a headache or I started feeling bad? I was in my shop, and in shops you do things differently than you would in a doctor's office. I grab my torch, make sure the acetylene's off, crank the oxygen up, take some big breaths. And a lot of times headaches will go away pretty quickly.
Really?
And if you're feeling bad, like you're starting to get the flu or something, you feel better quickly. And then I'd go, yeah, it's time to go to the doctor and turn the oxygen off. And yeah, that's a good way to. And I found out, there's medical oxygen, there's all these different kinds of oxygen, but then I found out they all come from the same source. It's just, it's not in a certified bottle or some nonsense. So I never thought it would be bad to take some big whiffs of oxygen from my oxygen bottle. And I'm sure it's much more oxygen than you get breathing the polluted air.
Oh,
Polluted air in a shop, of course.
I get it. Mexican Spec says to clarify further, I'm going to offer Kiwi the red fastback that Mexican Spec has there
Ah,
if his client will take an automatic. Well, even if he doesn't want an automatic for
swap them.
for what, $30,000 difference, he could probably put in a nice transmission of his choice, brand new, remanufactured, have the stripe painted on it perfectly, and do a bunch of other updates. Have Kiwi do a bunch of other updates to it, and I don't
Oh,
know.
Mike N says, glad to have working HVAC tonight. Went a day with it broken and it was 96. Oh, 96 there. You're what, Louisiana? It's probably going to be rather humid.
Right?
That's got to be miserable.
90 in
Here,
Louisiana, you can swim when it's 98,
a
6 degrees because the air's so thick.
little while ago, I checked temperature here. It was 110. But, the humidity's like probably 11 or 12%, something like that. And yeah, it's hot, but it kind of feels like a hairdryer hot. It doesn't feel like dripping wet hot. You go outside and walk all over, you won't feel, you're sweating, but it's evaporating off, and that really helps you feel cooler, but you didn't never feel wet. So it's somewhat comfortable. And again, all good now. Yeah, you got snowflakes coming out of your HVAC. And at work, I had my office, the air conditioning works so well. I had to turn it off. I was freezing. It's like, why do we have this on? And I just left the AC on in the big room, my office, big room, and that was enough to keep my office not bad. But I kind of like it 80, 85 degrees. I'm pretty comfortable like that.
Dead Cougar says Greeny is currently at Automotive Electric getting electrical gremlins sorted. Are they putting a whole new wiring harness in, or are they just gonna clean all the terminals and stuff like that?
Jeez,
Mexican Spec says it won't be 30K different. The car is 1,000,000 pesos. What is that, about 6 to 1?
I don't.
Pesos to dollars?
I thought it was like 7, but I may be wrong. I don't know.
Well, okay, 7. It's harder to divide 1,000,000 by 7 than it is by 6. But anyways, cheaper. Cheaper. Like a lot of room. A lot of room for upgrades in a $70,000 price tag, I would think. Yeah, maybe this will be the thing, Mexican Spec,
Oh,
that
58, 58 grand.
builds you and Kiwi into a relationship where things can $58,000?
Well, and that you'll be dealing with somebody in Tennessee, so the registration in Tennessee is not one of the more difficult ones. Um, okay, I'm going to uh, turn off the picture of the. Was Lester the Saber still here? I think he is. I'm gonna take the Cougar away and show Lester the Saber next to his Mexican spec Fairmont that he bought. And there we go.
Nice.
There's Lester the
Hi,
Saber
Lester!
and the car he got from Mexican spec.
From Mexico. Was that a 302 car?
I don't know. Mexican spec will have to. I think it was probably. I don't know what engine's in this car. Oh, I think they were all 302s in Mexico. I think. I'm not sure. That has the hubcaps my first one had on it. My 78 Futura or 79 Futura had those hubcaps on it, but I took them off and put something else.
Oh, Lester is here.
He says, I'm
And
here.
it's a
3
302. It's a Mexican 302, so you know it's a good one. Reliability would be nice. Yeah, electrical problems are the worst, especially intermittent electrical problems. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I like that.
The Valiant, we fought with the Valiant to get it sorted where like the lights would all work and stuff like that. There was some kind of short between the turn signals and the rear lights, and then there was my car. I had to take the electrical box out and scrub all the little connectors for the fuse panel and everything. It's just like old Mopars and old Fords and old cars, even good, even if they were pretty good from new, when they get to be 50, 60 years old.
Senior Sons and Red Hornet. Oh, those wheels, when I had those wheels on mine, I took them off and I put some kind of wide, I don't remember how, maybe 8 inches on the back and maybe 6 or 7 on the front, but they were just black steel wheels on my 79. But that car was only 4 years old when I had it, so I had it probably for a couple of years.
Mike is here,
So it's
Senior and Sons. Hi, welcome in. Uh, Nice, not lice. Yeah, hippie long. That's how it goes. We guess. Words. Do words
I
even
came from the
matter?
classic cars in the midriff. Oh, because you were last time you had our green screen was screwed up and it looked like you didn't have any pants on. It looked like you were just floating around with
Oh,
no
am I
bottom.
wearing pants this time?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you got
you can kind
sparklies
of
on.
see my pants a little.
Kim, if you get any more darker, you're gonna turn into a lowrider model. You'd be on the Pinches Lowrider YouTube channel, I see.
Sweet. That sounds like fun.
And Hiram is here.
All my friends drive a low rider.
Uh, yeah, you know what we miss here in Arizona? I miss it a lot. Is I go to work in the one car we brought because we didn't drive 2 cars here. And then Kim is just, she's on foot and it's hot out there. So she's been, I don't know, watching YouTube or something and making lunches for me and did the laundry. And I don't know what you've been doing.
Red Hornet says midriff was content. Bring it back. All right. Well, we will. We'll bring it back, but not tonight. Not tonight.
Trim by Sim. Hey, Kim and Buff. It's Slimo. I lost my phone in the river. In the river? Does it float? So my new phone has my work name. Oh, okay.
Yikes.
We get
I'm sorry to hear that.
it. The things that happen. Oh man. My youngest son, when he was younger, he dropped his phone in the toilet. So we got him a new phone. And guess what he did with that phone? He dropped it in the toilet.
The toilet again.
So
Oh man.
the second one was it was back when this was some years ago. It was the Motorola Razors, if any of you remember that. So it was the phone he wanted. So he got this Motorola Razor, second phone in the toilet. So that we got insurance on it that time. So when they gave him the insurance phone, it was like a Chinese replica of a Motorola Razor. What a piece of junk that was. It's like, wait a minute, this isn't a Razor. I said, well, that's what you get when from insurance. So, okay, great. Hey, we got some emails coming
Good.
in.
You look at those. I'm going to read some
Okay.
comments. Senior and Son says the deer has been in my tomatoes. Oh, I hate that. They nibble them all the way down to the dirt. And eating my potato plants. Potato plants? Man, you got to put out some like diversionary plantings and a fence. I know if I ever do another garden, I'm putting up a fence like chicken wire because like, oh, Dead Cougar Garage lost his debit card today. Oh, call your bank right away and have them reissue.
Didn't we do that? What was that? Somebody just recently.
I don't know.
Write that
Last
down.
time we lost one, we found it. You were all freaked out, and then we figured it out. Uh,
Oh, yeah, what was that? I don't know. There's something recently.
Mexican Spec says that the louvers on the C pillar are a vent that can be opened from the inside. Go back.
What?
Go
Oh,
back.
oh, yes, yes, yes. It's taking me a second.
They are an actual, right beside his elbow there, behind the back window. Those louvers are actually, they look like they're just like, but actual functional on this car.
Decoration.
Interior, they've got a little
They're not
thing.
decorations.
They're not just
They're
decoration,
real.
which I think is cool. They don't do that enough on cars these days. Functional things.
So, Les, you driving this thing, or is it? I know that you weren't for a while, but
He's got to
it's
be.
just you enjoying it a little bit.
Oh, sure, sure. Boy, it looks good. There's not a spot on that car.
The hood's popped open.
Uh, Red Hornet says there's so many Malays cars with those plastic bumper ends gone. Do they make those anymore? Only for the most popular models.
Looks spec might be. No, he gets the lenses, but not the
Or you can have them
sensor.
3D printed at great
3D.
expense. Uh,
Oh, my ear isn't too much.
yeah. Um, yeah, really expensive. Okay. Hippie Long says that's cool. I dig louvers. Harem says the ABS plastic ends have mainly gone to hell. Few repos available. Yeah, a lot of people. Those Malays era cars are only now just starting to become more popular enough that. But the good news is that 3D printing is more of a thing than ever, so they will become more available, especially on the popular models that
Or
are people
three,
can pay for.
if it's a popular car, 3D print a set of them, pull fiberglass molds off them, then you make some cheaper ones that are fiberglass, I guess. But you'd have to do a production run to make it worthwhile.
Hippie Long says you got to be careful planting potatoes and tomatoes close by. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Okay, can I change pictures now?
Yes, yes, I'm sorry. A fence, Mike says, is half completed. Didn't think they would get in the area because of traps. It traps them, sort of, but no. Wow. Is there nothing else growing around that lures them in? That's the only thing that saves the plants is when there's other good stuff for them to munch on. But if there's nothing else to eat, they will.
Wait a minute.
And
Is
in the
this
wintertime, they'll eat stuff that's supposedly deer resistant. They'll eat stuff that's thorny and everything. Right, and they can jump like 7 feet on the run. Oh, they'll jump, standing jump. They'll jump 5 feet over a fence. Yeah.
Oh, Leslie says, Buff, I have, but now need to get Ohio plate. Ohio, when I lived in Ohio, I didn't understand how license plates work. You go to the county like like it's a home or something. You get the title, and then you go to the license bureau and you get the license. I'd never seen it where you went to two different places for that. And then where I was in California, they wanted you to turn the old plate in, and I was at the license bureau and I give them the old plate, and they go, "What do you want me to do with this?" And I said, "Don't you want it?" And they go, "No, get that out of here." So I get to keep it. All right. Went my license plate collection. So Ohio is different, but it was good. Oh, this is a company that is selling them. Okay, I guess maybe you already read that. I don't.
Elasticparts.com.
Oh, you're gonna see what that is.
I'm just going to check it out.
Okay, senior says yes, they can, but we have buckets, pots, and stuff not giving them good landing area. I will get the last 10 feet in for next year. Oh, it says aftermarket bumper fillers in that link that Mexican Spec put up.
Here, I'll bring it up so everybody can see. maybe. Here's the oh, why is it so big? Here's the replica plastics. Here's the Chevy section. They have a lot of different models. Um, front bumper filler. That's the thing that goes on top. They have the ends too. $100 for the plastic top. I mean,
Oh,
if you try to make it yourself,
Mexican Spec says it's separate in Nevada as well. I didn't know that. I've never registered a car in Nevada. I have in California, Arizona, Tennessee, Ohio, and maybe that's it.
well, front
That's probably it.
center, front left, front right. Okay, that is kind of expensive. $120 per side and 150 for the middle. See, that's why they don't get replaced because people were like, no, no. And they're the first to go. So it's really hard to find one that's not.
See, in Red Horse goes, I think they would have cost more. I thought they would cost more.
I mean,
So it's probably reasonable for what it is.
I mean, what's your other choice? If you're restoring a classic high quality vehicle, you're going to pay.
Yeah, and if you scoot over that way, you can see what the product categories are. I don't know if you can do that on there, Kim, and show. No, you
Well,
missed
here's the
it.
categories.
Oh, okay. Well,
Custom creative
it was
solutions.
a list. It was
At that price, it's not worth trying to make one yourself. You might as well just pay
yeah.
them their money.
Yep.
Darn it.
So anyway,
I should
it showed it.
zoom this down.
Oh, what you doing? We were fine. Don't mess. Oh, you do that. Oh, I see why you did that.
That's the place if you guys want to see it. Anyways, I'm going back to YouTube stuff. We've seen the Cougar for the first half hour. It's time to
Oh, well, okay.
put
Well,
something
I'm going to
else on there.
continue with the show here.
Whose Corvette is that?
That's also from Dead Cougar Garage. Hiram says, I'm too crazy and cheap. I just make a fiberglass copy.
Me too, but
Yeah,
I'm crazy and cheap.
you gotta make the pattern, or you have to hand form it out of fiberglass.
Yeah, and I do those kinds of things because I'm crazy cheap.
Well, hand forming out of fiberglass is
It's
probably
not
just
easy.
carve it out of a piece of styrofoam and then coat it with it.
I've been known to chew metal parts out of raw iron, chew iron and spit nails to save
Jeez,
a
Kim.
dollar because I'm
That
cheap.
that one. Oh, that's the
Mike says I installed my lash caps yesterday. I used the AMC hydraulic lifters. Herb McCandless says to quiet the lifters, put lash caps in. It sounds perfect now. Okay, so were you using the Magnum heads on the on an LA block? Is that why you used the AMC lifters? And then lash caps fixes the push rod length? Is that what we're talking about? Because I didn't know all of that. Mostly old parts is here. Welcome, Ron. Yeah, I'm glad to hear about that solution because a new set of push rods is not exactly cheap, but lash caps seem. Who did you buy lash caps from? I'm curious of where they came from. Who sent this picture?
this is also Dead Cougar Garage.
Oh, that's a
It's
nice looking
beautiful.
car. What state is that plate from? I can't read it. Oh, it's an Ohio historic vehicle. Very nice.
That's pretty good resolution when you can zoom in like that.
Yeah, them are some nice pictures. That's because he didn't scavenge it from the internet.
You can almost you can almost tell what kind of bolts those.
That's right. You can see the size. This is 3/8. Okay. Senior and Son says no, it's the LA heads. Would you change? Wait a minute. You're using LA heads on A Magnum block? And oiling through the push rods? Did I get it backwards? I don't know. I've been playing with a 318. I've got an LA 318, and I've had problems finding decent heads. And I keep running across how, you can mix and match, but there's things to know. And it's actually interesting because it's something I may run into.
Oh yeah, Dead Cougar Garage says Northwest Ohio. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I used to work in several places over there, Fremont and oh, where's the racetrack? Norwalk and yeah, I don't know. There were several. I was building airplanes, and I got to know a couple of guys, so I ended up working in several different shops, helping people with airplanes over in that area for a while.
Crash Roadrunners here. Welcome. Welcome.
Uh, well, I recognize two of these
I know
people,
Faith and I know Braden.
Faith and Braden.
Did you guys ride to the pool in Braden's new car? Mostly old parts like those old full-size Buicks.
Oh, Ted Kruger says Findlay, Ohio. I know right where that is, but I don't know if I've ever been there. I went over there and worked at. God, I'm trying to think of the names of the three towns. I said two of them. I can't think of the other one right now, but it's a small town there. What else? Oh, there's Faith and Faith's cat. It's like cat's about ready to take a bite out of something. Are you reading this? I'm like taking good care of what I'm doing. So I hope you're reading this. Or did you stop, Kim?
No, I will read. He said, Senior and Sons says, Jegs, I believe. I'll get a picture with the part number. Uh, it's not Magnum, it's LA. And you can't buy Mopar flat hydraulic lifters anywhere. I didn't know that. Oh, great. So we have to buy the AMC lifters. Okay, so I thought you were using the AMC lifters for oiling purposes. I didn't realize it was because of parts resource. I didn't realize that you couldn't get the Chrysler flat hydraulic lifters. I thought those were available. Shoot. It's every day goes by, there's another thing that people are struggling to source.
Kay Nelson. I just look up suddenly name it. Hey, good evening. How you doing?
Oh, Mexican specs correcting. It only had 3 port events, so it's an Electra, or it's not an Electra. It's a Sabre. Important to know.
Norwalk is semi-close. I worked in Norwalk for
Hi,
two
Wendy.
2 years, pretty close to 2 years. Worked in Norwalk.
Thank you, Wendy. I really appreciate that. A lot of people have left supportive comments. I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
And Bruce Culchin says, "Here's an M code 351 Cleveland Cougar in rough shape." I mean,
I mean, it's not that
you
bad.
could have sent me the picture right side
It's
up.
not that rusty. I mean, it could be more rusty. That quarter is still good. Kind of. It might be a little pooched out.
What is that? A 73? I think it's a 73 Cougar. I'm looking at the tail light. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it is.
Senior and Son says exactly, Kim. Everyone went roller. Yeah, I mean the
I was
Magnum.
right. I was right. Mexican Spec says it's a 73 Cougar. I bet he knew the taillights too.
The Magnum blocks uh, were all roller. So that's what 93. They went to the Magnums. So how many years is that? That they, at some point they stopped. they start making cheaper and cheaper parts, and then they started having problems with the flat tappet cams. And then I think that there's a lot of places they wouldn't sell them. I think if you troll through eBay for long enough, you could probably find a set. But yeah, you do what you need to. It's good that there's an alternate solution.
Senior since I lived in Norwalk, but real close to the big Norwalk Square sign, 1967. I'm not sure what that sign is. I was, and there was a place called Cooper Hydraulics, which I think is still there. The man that had it started, he passed away, but his son still has it. Is this the call I'm waiting for? Uh, and then I worked out at the airport a lot. So let me see what's got. I'm expecting a call, and maybe all he did was text me, which would be good because won't be a big interruption.
Oh, and they're trying to sort out the exact year.
Oh, it is. It is.
The rocker panels on that Cougar are perfect. That's right. They are. That's why they only want 12.5 for that car. Don't try and lowball them. They know what they got.
Has Tavo checked in lately? Haven't seen Tavo since we've been here in Arizona. Have we? Maybe we saw him when we first got here. I'm not sure. When did we see Tavo last?
I don't know. Has anybody seen Tavo in any of the other streams they've been in lately? Mexican Spec sent him an email and they're waiting for a reply. Some other people maybe have asked about Tavo.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to look for something here, and then
Dead Cougar Garage says he doesn't think it's savable. Don't challenge someone because someone will do it. Pole Barn Garage will send one of his minions. They will drag it home on its roof and then put it back together. It looks like half the car is missing. That side, or the driver's side, the back looks like it might be smooshed. Dead Cougar says very, very valuable. There's a point at which it's not all that valuable anymore. Regardless of what the VIN says, regardless what if you have to put 30 grand in it in 5 years of your life to bring it back, it better be worth $1 million when you're done. And this one probably isn't. If you guys haven't watched, if you don't normally watch Cold War Motors, he's done some videos about, rare and valuable cars and what constitutes rare and valuable. And I think he has a good perspective. Not every car is a good candidate for restoration because we only have so many years in our life to be farting around. And I look at some of the cars even I've been working on. It's like, why am I working on this car? It was like cheap and available, but I'm like, maybe I need to start with something that when I'm done working on it, that the finished product has a lot greater value so that the time and energy that I invest in it is worth something, worth more. It looks like a Torino in the background, the red one. Hippie Long's pointing out back there in the back up above. Man, you guys got the squints on. You're like, what's that in the background? Dead Cougar Garage loves Herb McCandles. Is that Ford guy? Bruce Colchin said, I just took the drivetrain out 40 years ago. Oh, okay, so it hasn't really been that long since it was being driven. Mexican Spec says it would be rare if it was a 70.5 Falcon. Dead Cougar Garage would like it if Herb McCandles would touch his car. Well, I mean, it's good to have goals. Save your money and plan a trip. and meet the guy. You know, that would be cool. There's some people that I'm working to meet in person and maybe work with. I have some ability with this live streaming stuff and with the video editing, and I'm not so bad a camera person, camera individual, that I could, offer those services in exchange for some exposure. I don't know, and maybe get some agreement. Um, we'll see, though. I know that when we get home, we're going to talk to some people about what projects maybe we can do so that we can earn some money closer to home, so we don't have to travel so much and be away. We'll see how
Oh,
that goes.
you know who this is?
No, who's that?
Our Ward? Isn't that?
Ron? That's Ron.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
So he must be on here.
Luis says there was a 1975 AMC Gremlin in the Ant Bully. Okay, good deal. That's a car. I like an AMC.
That
Oh,
is him.
look at that catch.
I thought he was standing next to a cactus until I brought it up.
Cactus.
That's what we're used to seeing out here. Looks like he's standing next to a
What
cactus.
kind of fish
I
is
go,
that? Do you
I
know?
said, he's talking about fish, and I go, why you saying? I'm thinking to myself, why are you sending a picture next to a cactus? So I clicked on it anyway, and it says here, my summer's so far, I've been killing it fishing. First time I bought a license in 5 years. Yeah, look at that.
Nice. Congratulations. That's right. Living life. Most of the old parts says, Kim, I'm into building cars. I'm not into building cars for profit. I build them for fun. We would both prefer that to be, but we have to do something,
Well,
or else then he has to,
what? We have built
being this far from home.
We have built cars for profit. I'm not sure
I've never
I've
made it.
done that like in 50 years. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
no
back in the
problem.
day when I was buying old Mustangs, well, when they were almost new, but they were old then. They were like 8 or 9 or 10 years old.
But
And Camaros, I was able to make money,
we're
but
both
now, no.
skilled and capable people. Our pace is a little bit different, but we both have skills, and like we would rather not have to drive to Yuma, Arizona to sell them for monies, and be away from home and away from, like, we don't get to do anything on our projects because we're so far from home. Where I would rather trade, a couple days a month working on someone else's project for some money so I can be home more. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It's not that big a deal.
Okay.
Figure it out.
So Boogie Bandit sent a couple pictures that are, I might show one of them. Let's see here. I gotta
How
get,
about hitting Mopar K on the way home? She's not really on the way.
no, she's not on the way at all. Uh,
We could go and visit Mopar K. I talked to Mopar K about visiting, and there were issues, and we both resolved that it was better not to do that. So that's not probably going to happen. That's just how it goes.
okay, I'm gonna bring up one of your because I want to look better at this, but I don't want to bring it up onto the screen till I there's stuff I want to see here.
Oh, bring up something on
Those
my screen?
cacti fight hard.
They do, man.
Yeah, bring up one of your pictures.
Do you know how much line you have, what weight of fishing line you have to do to get bring in a cactus? Here's some pictures of Yuma,
Okay, yeah, as long
city of
because
Yuma.
because I want to bring up something without showing it. Okay, so you have that up. Don't show my screen for a minute because I'm
Okay.
okay. We can show this one. So you can come back. This is from oh, oh, somebody new. I looked up there, Peach Monster.
We've seen Peach Monster before.
Wow.
Welcome in.
Okay, so let's see here. I've got to go back to my.
We caught a turtle on Sunday. Uh-oh. Oh, did anybody, anybody who's uh, a Mexican Spec member gets a members only video. It's got turtles. It's got turtles. I watched it.
Okay, this is Boogie Bandit. sent this in, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you your other picture, but I'll show it to Kim later. Um, and it's and apparently Boogie Bandit is in Phoenix, and this is a show there. And while we're talking about Phoenix, do they still have the shows? I think it was Saturday, late Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening at the pavilions. I used to go to that all the time, and I don't know if they still have that. But anyway, this lowrider, obviously, he's asked us to come up there, but I don't know if we have a lot to do here. Um,
Well,
and
that's
then
September
oh, that's
19th.
September. Oh, that's right during
I doubt
that's during
I doubt we'll be anywhere near
we'll be
Phoenix,
in
Arizona.
Sykeston.
September 19th? Is that the weekend
I
of
don't know. Is
Sykeston?
that I don't know what weekend Sykeston is, but if it's I'm thinking that's when it is. I'm not sure.
Mexican Spec says lots of turtles. The iguanas were hiding. Yeah, turtles
So
and ducks
up there in Phoenix, yeah,
and plants.
do they still have the shows at the pavilions? I want to know. Okay, then uh-oh, now what?
Hippie Long says no name nationals. You will see Kay and everyone else. That's correct. Right, right. And I will get to hang out with Kay, and it's all good. There's not a problem. It's just it's not. There's no practical way to make it happen. Um, and she can't like leave. She's got kids at home. So no name nationals. We'll definitely be able to get together for that. It'll be a lot of fun. Mostly old parts says due to issues with ethanol in modern gasoline, I have to rebuild the Holly on Gladys once again. I'll have video when I do. Uh-oh. The ethanol hurt something in the ugh. Windy English says no, it's the following weekend. Well, we still won't be in Phoenix, Arizona necessarily. Hopefully, we're not in Phoenix,
We're not gonna be in
Arizona the
Phoenix.
weekend before No Name Nationals.
Well, and where we go is not. I mean, we Phoenix is out of our way, so it's like because the way we go is from here to Tucson and out to the east, so and we're gonna be sadly we're out here and we can't be touring around because I'm actually leaving work a little earlier than they'd like me to leave because I got to go have some surgery done on my this cancerous thing in my ear, and that's going to take priority. So, such is life. Uh,
Peach Monster says if you come through Oklahoma City, you can ride my Honda scooter. Woohoo! And visit the gay pool at the district. Oh, they had one of those back in Pittsburgh. Happy Pride Month. Peach Monster says they sell
talking
I don't know. We're just responding to the comments. They sell mechanical sieves to remove ethanol from gas. Filter them out, let them dry, and you can reuse them. They look like little clay balls. That makes sense. They probably absorb the ethanol, but not the gasoline. The other thing you can do is you can mix like distilled water with it, and it pulls the ethanol out of it. If you need to do that for something, you can read. There's tutorials. There's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube of how to remove the ethanol from gasoline. But I think just for convenience sake, it's not hard to do with like a gallon of fuel for like your lawnmower or something. But when you're like on a road trip and you're filling up a vehicle that you're putting 10 gallons at a time, and it's a real hassle. And then in Tennessee, and I noticed actually that the Murphy station up here, did you see that the Murphy station up there sold ethanol free gas? You can buy it. It's just
no,
once you mess up your carburetor, like, darn it, I shouldn't have done that.
I'm sorry. I'm out here. I got things going too. It's just I'm
He's
sorry.
can't ignore his phone. That's just part of the
It's
deal.
just
When he's
yeah.
at home, I give him a hard time,
There's
but
something
not here.
going on that I have to pay attention to. I'm sorry, but
Um,
maybe I'm done with it. Maybe not.
let's see.
Okay.
Hippie Long says, I like rebuilding carbs. It's like a new car when you're done. Yeah, it's on a project car, doesn't bother me a bit. The problem is when I'm trying to drive my car and it's not working properly and I know it needs the carburetor rebuilt, but I ain't got time right now or I can't get the parts. It's good to have a standard carburetor that it's easy to get a rebuild kit for, you know. You can't
Hippie
drive
long,
around in something oddball.
hippie long. I have a question for you.
What's that?
What do you clean the carburetors with? Ages ago, like 50 years ago, there's this great stuff called McKay's Parts Dip. Wonderful stuff, but something was wrong with it. So we have stuff that's less effective now. Although I have seen people have pretty darn clean carburetors, but mostly not. I'm just wondering what you use to get all the. How do you make them really clean? Anyway, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I wanted to interrupt on that.
Peach Monster says it only runs like new if I don't rebuild your carb. Uh, Peach Monster uses brake clean. I think Buck Del Campo is talking about the old fashioned
There was a stuff
cleaning
called
solutions.
McKay's Parts Dip, and you put a carburetor and that
I'll
stuff
find a
in the
picture of
basket, and
McKay's.
then you pull it out and you wash it off, and it looks like brand spanking new metal. I mean, there is no hint of anything on there except brand new, and they just don't make it anymore. So, I mean, I'm sure you can get it clean enough. Yeah, and Senior says Sonic. Okay, probably an ultrasonic cleaner, and the I know there's people that have told me that, and Kim has an ultrasonic cleaner. So maybe what liquid do you use in it? Oh, that's different stuff. It's in broth and seasoning. No, McKay's Parts Dip.
I did.
You didn't put that, and that came up with that.
Well, it came up with Berryman's, and I thought that was funny, so I put
Oh,
that up.
there we go.
I put that up because I thought it was funny.
That stuff.
It was just supposed to be a
Yeah, that
joke.
stuff. That stuff. Yeah, and that comes from the ham. Yeah, somebody from the ham. That's 1964 and earlier cars. Yeah, that's somebody that remember that stuff. That stuff is the best carb cleaner you ever can imagine, but it was probably environmentally something wrong. So what was Olive on here one night? She goes, "Yeah, it made fish grow some something wrong, or frogs had 10 legs or something." Yeah, it had environmental problems, so it's gone. Here it says ultrasonic. Oh, mostly old parts. I use pine sol these days for carburetor.
I've heard of people using
Wow,
Pine Sol.
wow. Huh, that's one I hadn't thought
See,
of.
I just take them apart and then I just use a brush.
Yeah, I've seen you poking down in there with like uh what do you call them? Like torch tip cleaners and
Torch
brushes
tip
and
cleaners
all
and
kinds of
little
things.
gun brush
Well, you can make
pieces,
them work.
and they sell little tooth
Oh,
brushes.
awesome cleaner from 99-cent store. We have some of that, and we have a store nearby that has that. Out in Tennessee, it's oh, I mean, the stores are everywhere, but it's fairly close to us. There's it's that yellow store, the Dollar General has awesome cleaner. So y'all are too cute together, says Peach Monster. Okay, yes. Uh, so it's just it's so strong it can etch. Oh, you don't want to do that, but yeah, okay.
The best was Berryman's, but it's no longer available.
Well,
You can't buy
Berryman's was never
Berry.
as good as this stuff. This stuff was, man, this stuff was good, and it didn't hurt the carburetor. You could leave it in there a little bit too long, but it was
Here's the Chem Tool.
yeah, Chem Tool's okay, but
He says it's not available anymore. I
and
didn't know.
that may yeah. I
Shoot.
thought Chem Tool was, but they changed maybe they changed the stuff. Yeah, I don't know. But all these carb cleaners and stuff are just I mean they're clean them, but they don't look as clean. I mean, they get the crud out of them, but they don't have that new look anymore. I've done hundreds of carbs Sonic cleaned in 1 hour. We're gonna have to try that. How big's your ultrasonic cleaner? Is it
No, it's
You
just
couldn't put
tiny.
you couldn't put a carburetor.
No, because
Okay.
it was for tattoo machine stuff, tattoo equipment.
Oh, senior sense. I
But
never throw my guitar strings. I cut them up and give them. Wait a minute. My grandson. I know he has old guitar. That guy's got guitar strings for everything.
you
I
can
bet he has
buy
some old ones.
cheap guitar strings for like $1. But
He has
generally,
good ones.
we always have the little kits of torch tip files. But
They're a little stiff
but
compared.
that's really not like cleaning. You use those for cleaning like the little ports and stuff out. But what you really need is like when you open everything up, you need a good brush so you can get all the bowls out nice and clean and stuff like that. Or I gun brush. Get a gun brush set. There'll be little brass brushes, and they usually work really good, and they're very abrasive, but not too abrasive.
See, and everybody says this. There's Wendy saying, I love the Awesome Cleaner from Dollar Tree.
All
And
right.
Awesome is also, they have it at the Dollar General. That Mexican spec says Dollar Gen. I don't know if that's a misspelling or if he meant to be funny.
See, I think some of the people they put them carbs in the sonic cleaner without taking them apart. They just
Hmm.
put them in whole.
Well, then where's the crud go? I
It
don't know.
just
I mean, you
dissolves.
take everything apart and
Well, but I mean that doesn't. Then you need a kit because the gaskets tear and stuff like that.
take gaskets off carefully. And
No,
then you tear them carefully,
no.
and then you
When they're
still need a kit.
40-year-old carburetors, they shred.
I know I've watched you try to save a few, and then one of them tears.
Get a kit. You're gonna need it.
You don't watch Sleeper, do you, Buff? You know,
No,
I,
not
I
always.
used to.
Not often.
I used to, but not very often. I've said this on here. I do so much mechanical stuff that when I watch YouTube
He doesn't want to
just to
watch it.
relax, I watch a few airplane things, but I watch mostly cooking people and sometimes new channels that are small and somebody's cooking something. It's like, man, look at this. Why isn't this a million subscriber channel? And it's somebody that has 150 subs and they're cooking stuff that's amazing. So yeah, I watch stuff like that. But I probably should watch Sleep. I used to watch Sleeper Dude all the time, but I just kind of haven't. I don't know why.
See, my experience has been because I always get the stuff that's like 10th owner. You know what I mean?
Tenth owner.
It's garbage. I know it's
Cars
garbage.
are done after the third or fourth owner,
I know, and
and you got the 10th owner.
nobody wants it because it's garbage. I know that even if I can get it to work a little, it's thrashed. It needs taken apart, and it might not even be savable. A lot of people though they're just like ultra delicate. They want the original air and the spare. They don't. They don't want to. They don't want to. They're like, can we spray something in there? It's like it's trash. Just take it apart.
Take it apart anyway.
You know what I
And now
mean?
the Mexican spec says their whole family calls it Dollar General. Okay, so it's something that's said on a YouTube channel that I'm not watching. You know, I used to watch them a lot. Excuse me. I used to watch them a lot, but I don't know why. Just don't watch them so much. It's kind
Dollar
of cool though.
General.
It's kind of cool. Their whole family's into that stuff. You know,
They're
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 going
a
after
funny crew.
they're
Yeah.
going after it. Yep. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch them again a little bit. Uh,
Hippie Long said, "Don't use awesome on plastic eyeglasses. It will microgram some
okay,
stretch."
so there's something in that that's rougher than I thought. Because a lot of people say to use that awesome, and maybe it works well on metallic stuff. I don't know.
Harem says we always saved old gas in a drum to soak carbs before cleaning.
Hmm.
I mean, it should have gas soaking in it before I even decided it needs cleaned. But yeah, yeah.
Oh, Inspector Bruce got an ad for Haynes manuals, which is pretty cool because that's automotive and they're advertising on here. So, and he's a member, so he should get what 3 points?
Wait, what do you? He got an ad for
Inspector,
Haynes manuals.
that's what I said. It's automotive.
Do
That's
they
pretty
still
cool.
sell those?
I still, they're advertised. Of course they do.
I didn't know they still sold them. That's awesome. Okay, 3 points. Do they make those for new cars?
Don't know.
Can you imagine, like, all the wiring diagrams and stuff? They'd be like,
Do-it-yourself manual for a new car. You open up, it's one page. It says, "Take this to your dealer immediately."
yeah, right. It's probably a PDF, though. It's probably not. They probably don't print them anymore. You download them.
Senior and
Or you
Sons.
buy a subscription to Haynes manuals, and then you can only look. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Just something happened. I just thought of Seniors and Sons says, "I watched a Cajun fellow make hamburger hot dogs, flatten out the meat when it half cooked, roll it up. Yum. But that probably tastes better than hot dogs." I was just saying that, who's been spamming me and spamming me and spamming me is PDF people. Who is that?
Oh, Adobe.
Adobe. They drive me nuts. Well, then the place I'm helping them work, they, they maybe get the subscription to Adobe again because I had to get it. So you know what that means? They're really gonna spam
Now
me
they're
now.
really gonna spam you.
They're really gonna spam me now.
Wendy English said, "Awesome." Took spray paint off my dining room that was there for 2 weeks. Ooh, man, that is strong stuff.
Okay,
I
we are gonna have
not
to
know
buy
that.
some.
We'll have to
When
try
I
it
get
out.
home, we'll buy some.
Mexican Spec says at the end of each video they say Jesus saves and Dollar General every 7 miles. I mean, they're not wrong. I'll have to watch some of their current stuff so I can be in the know. In the know.
Can you bring my screen back up, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
I thought you didn't even hear me. You're trying to absorb what I said.
I heard you. I just didn't listen to you.
Just didn't soak in. This is from work.
Lester LeSabre says, Haynes, assembly is reverse of disassembly.
Yeah, reverse. Yeah, I love that. Take it apart and then assembly. Reverse procedure. Um.
That's from Ron Ward.
hmm
All right. It's a blue car.
What year is that, Kim? See if she knows her old Chevy.
54.
No.
5.
Yeah, it's a Tri-5. It's the first of the Tri-5s.
So what's different between 4 and 5 that I could see easily?
Four is a complete different car. It's
It's
just
more round. It doesn't have the
it's much more
wings.
around. Yeah, the 56,
Okay.
the taillight's a little bit bigger, but instead of having a smooth tail like that, it's the same shape, but it's got a round light in it. It's a little bit bigger. And 57 has a big long fin with a little half moon shape taillight at the bottom.
Senior and Son says, watching a doe and her young one walk down my driveway now before they get your plants. It's dinner. It's dinner.
Gary Stafford. Hey, good evening, Gary. How you doing?
Mike.
Gary's a good old friend of mine from. I think I met Gary in 1955. Not kidding. I think he and I were
Hey,
like
Gary.
we were not old enough
Welcome
to
in.
we're not old enough to talk yet, and my parents put us in the same plane. It's pretty funny. And his father took me for my first airplane ride. Changed my life.
Did
Changed my life.
talks about it.
Yeah.
Mike, you cannot hunt without a license, but self-defense is a whole nother thing. So if you say, make sure you shout, it's coming right for us before you put it down, and then you're good. And then you wouldn't want it to go to waste, so you cook it.
Gary come in here early or late, not early, late, later than everybody else. So Gary, I'm we're in a hotel room in Yuma, Arizona. So you probably have a pretty good idea what I'm doing here. But anyway, that's where we are, and we're headed out of here pretty soon because I've got to get back home. I got a little cancer thing going in my ear, and they got to do a little more surgery on it. So I got to, I'm on a time schedule there, but so I'm here doing something. So yeah, I haven't talked to Gary in probably a month or two. So sometime I will. Okay,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Ron Ward is call for assistance. He has scoured the internet for a factory service manual in PDF form for his 1975 Chrysler Cordoba. He is searching for a wiring diagram and circuit identification if anyone has one. So if anyone can help him out, a racer in need,
There's a lot of Chrysler people in here, a lot of Mopar people.
somebody might have one.
Somebody might.
I don't know what years the 75 would cross over on the manuals. I'm guessing, shoot, 75 Cordoba. Is that like through 78 or 79? I think that version of Cordoba is like 72 through 78 or something like that.
Once before Dr. Fellows.
Yeah, right.
Hippie Long. That one. I took a third bottle of Awesome with 3 gallons of hot, too hot water. 1 hour on timer. Water stayed hot for friction. Took 2 hours total. Okay, so you dilute it. Okay. Lester says 56 is not as popular as 55 and 57. Yeah, I don't understand why. I don't know. Is that
They
true?
made a lot of those 50. I never realized how popular the Tri-5 Chevys were. They've manufactured a lot of those cars. And yeah, different people like different things about it. Mexican Spec says the 55 has a boring gas filler.
Yeah.
Hiram says he prefers the 56.
Hiram says, I prefer the 56 looks. So do I. I don't know if I like the little round taillight, but I sure like the front end better. And, yeah, I don't know. The thing I do prefer is the dash on the 57, but I'm not much of a Tri-5 Chevy guy. The Fords back then I liked, and believe it or not, the Plymouths, I love 55 Plymouths. I can't imagine why those aren't as popular as the Chevys and the Fords, but they're not. Gary Stafford, Mortensen, Mortensen IP ad. Gary's gonna get some points.
You get 2 points, Gary. Thank you for telling us about the advertiser. What is
I don't know
Mortensen
what the
IP?
so.
Guys, everybody has to look it up and
Now we got to
who
see
they
what
are.
see.
Because
Now we're going to look that up and we're going to find out what it is, and they're going to see us respond to the ads, Gary.
Hippie Long says $10 on eBay for Dodge rear-wheel drive V8 cars of that year. So maybe try looking for that, Ron. The 10 bucks really isn't that much money to have in your library if that's the car that you're working on.
Where is this? So part. Where did you read this?
Uh, Down next to he says though he'd prefer a factory service manual. Yeah, sometimes the aftermarket manuals don't have very good wiring diagrams,
Yeah,
and he wants a PDF so he can get it
I
right
have
away.
I have
Probably.
purchased factory service manuals, and the ones I've had excellent wiring diagrams in them, and they almost never in the other ones. Okay, so what did I lost a lot of stuff here. I will let them live. Get the young one, still have deer meat in the freezer from last season. Okay, we're getting low. Uh, 75 is the first year for the Cordoba.
I
That's the one
didn't
that
know that Mexican
that's the one
spec.
that the taillights come out. Yeah, Mexican Spec says the 57 Ford outsold the Chevy. It sure did. That was a good year for Ford. Hippie Long. Oh, you read that about the um, 999 on eBay. Did you read that, Ken?
He did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Gary Stafford also got a trio ad.
But Gary, you only get one payout per ad break. But
What,
thank
what,
you for
what,
telling
what?
us about the
What? How
advertising.
do you know that wasn't 2 ad breaks? Because they were too close together?
Too close together. You're not allowed to get that many ads.
You got to watch the ad, but you don't get the points. I didn't know about this rule. You made that rule up
Just
just
hit the
now?
skip. Hit the skip.
You just made that
The
rule
second
up.
ad doesn't count. I don't know what to say.
Senior and Sons, yes, Buff 55 Dodge and Plymouth, buddy. I the Dodge. I'm just not so crazy about, but the 55 Plymouth that had the only year that had the shifter in the middle of the dash, and I just think it's a good looking car. Uh, I don't know. The 56 was okay, but I didn't like those little fins, and then they went to the push buttons. I don't know. That one year it had that shifter and everything. It's just a nice car. Uh, on the Chrysler would be more complicated in the electrical system. Mostly old parts. Just to be honest, the manual I need is for a customer's car. The factory did not identify protected circuits on the fuse box at 75. The fuse box is simply labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Oh, God. You gotta be kidding me. Gary Stafford got more ads. How come you're getting so many ads? Walter's Kluwer. I'm not sure who that is. He's an electronics guy. Gary is he's like a robotics designer, one of those kind of guys. That's probably electronics stuff. Oh, and Gary built a simulator for flying an Airbus A320. I've been to his house. He has it in his garage. You get in it and you sit in it. There's screens out there. The whole thing is just, you think you're in a real airplane. It's amazing. He and I took it for a ride. Flew somewhere. I don't remember where we flew. It's amazing. Oh man, you hear that? I know what that was flying over.
An airplane.
Helicopter.
Wendy English is not getting any ads.
Are you a
You need to be more marketable. They know you're not buying anything,
well,
Wendy.
or she's
A member?
yeah, what do you I don't
Well, if you're not getting any advertisements because you're a YouTube member, you're paying your YouTube membership, then I'm currently going to award you 4 points
yeah,
because you've been getting really cheated lately.
because we get you
And I
get
haven't
cheated
had a lot of
and
opportunities to ask
we
questions.
get a small piece of that because YouTube does share that. Although not a lot. They share it. They share about as much as they do with the ads, so you get something. So if you're paying, what do they call that? Because I usually look over at my screen to see what it's called, but I have your computer here, so I can't see it. Um, YouTube Premium. So if you have YouTube Premium, yeah, Don and me are. So you are YouTube Premium members. See, there's two of them that are YouTube Premium members.
Lester LeSabre says sometimes the owner's manual has fuse identification. I mean, I'm assuming that Ron is an experienced mechanic. I'm assuming that Ron has, worked through the general process of trying to identify things, and he's worked to the point where he's like, no, I really need a service manual,
Yeah,
or he probably doesn't have the owner's manual, and if he does, the information he's looking for ain't there. Pete's Custom Car Shop
man,
is
I
here.
I felt bad because when we were going on, I
Hey,
noticed Pete was live, and I go, man, we're gonna be stepping all over Pete. But hey, Wordy said we're
was
going live.
he? Was he?
Yeah, and I said, oh man,
How long did you go for, Pete? Guys, if you haven't checked out Pete's Custom Car Shop, he does a live. He does a really good live. He runs a shop and he knows some stuff about some stuff. Real interesting. His wife is a lot of fun. They're good people. You should check them out. Maybe subscribe. And yeah, I mean, we're
and
not always around. If Pete's live and you prefer what he's just like with Kiwi. If
maybe
somebody else is talking about something that interests you, go see them. And you can
Mexican.
come back and visit us later.
Oh, I was just gonna
Just
ask him to do
finish.
that. I was gonna ask him to
Just
do it, and
finish.
he already did it. There's Mexican Spec put up a link to
Or do
Pete's
you want me to be
Custom Car Shop.
adversarial?
About what?
I could be
You're
adversarial.
just talking. I don't
Don't
even.
talk to that Pete guy. He's a jerk. Don't talk to Mexican Spec either. His live stream stinks. Only
Yeah,
come here.
if you're losing weight and gaining strength from working, it takes 2 weeks to get back in shape. Oh man, if you knew what I was doing.
How you did it does your belly is a little flatter. It was pretty round there when we got here. I didn't think he was really struggling, and then he had to take antibiotics and it was kicking his butt. And now he's doing better
Yeah,
finally.
the Lyme disease.
Whew.
The Lyme disease didn't help me any. Man,
The ups and downs of this trip have been whew.
you end up with Lyme disease. Like you gotta be kidding me.
I thought the hard part was going to be like getting here because of the long drive. The drive was easy. Mexican specs, that's high praise, Kim. Thanks. That's right.
You know, hippie long losing weight from. If you saw what I was doing, I guess I am up moving around some, but I'm
You're a lot more active than you are at
I'm,
home.
I'm doing a lot of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you're up early and you're driving at least an hour and a half, almost 2 hours a day,
Up early.
every day.
Get up at 3:45, and I usually go to bed by 3:45 in the morning. Yeah.
He's doing better, Pete. We went to we had to go get different antibiotics.
So, there's a lot of people here that weren't here earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the doctor. We recognized what it was right away. Kim recognized what it was. She saw the mark on my leg, and I said, uh, "What?" Okay, now you're confusing me.
Sorry.
So I said, "What? Uh, what is that mark?" She goes, "That's Lyme disease. We got to go to the doctor right now." So we did, and doctor got me an antibiotic that was what was that stuff called?
What the
Yeah, some kind of antibiotic for the Lyme disease. Man, within 3 days, I thought I was going to die.
No, it was the next day. You
Well,
were
the next
already
day it was
complaining
worse,
you were
but
sick.
2 days, but I took it that night. The next day, and the third day, well, it would have been the 1.5 day. I was, I had like no feeling in my legs, and my heart wasn't. I could feel missing beats and stuff. I had a headache. I was miserable. I said, I am going to die. I think I'm dying, you know. And then we went back to the doctor. Man, she took me off that so fast. She goes, "Don't ever take this again." And I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, anyway, she put me on a different antibiotic. Well, I've been on it for 2 days, and I'm gonna have to be on it for a while. She goes, "Yeah, the symptoms went away, but she goes, it's still in your body. You're gonna have to take this for a while." And but I feel normal again. That stuff was that knocked me silly, you know.
Wendy English says she's going to go. She's got to start packing for West Virginia this weekend. Have a great time. I think Wendy told us in the past that she has a family homestead back in West Virginia. Am I right about that? Anyways, I hope you have a great time on your travels, Wendy. Mexican Spec says, Buff, I finished uh, doing the paperwork payment information with YouTube. I'm not sure if they'll hold back another 30% for taxes. That wasn't clear. Isn't that lovely? How it isn't really, but at least it's moving, and then you'll figure it out. They'll send you what they send you, and then you'll sort it out because it's better than the nothing that we were getting, the nothing burger.
Buff or Hippie Long says, "Buff, be real sense of
A sense of purpose has to feel good.
oh, it does." And the guy that wants me here,
He has a sense of purpose at
he's
home.
he is he he wants me to go get my ear surgery and then come back, and I'm like, man, I don't know, maybe I will, but it's a real interruption for our YouTube. And Kim, like every day, she's saying, "I miss the shop. I miss my shop. I miss
I'm
my
not
shop."
like
And
crying
she's
about
well,
it.
but she's
Just
here in a
I do.
hotel room doing my laundry and making me lunches. You know, it's not like working in the shop. You
It's
know, so
fine. You're making us money.
yeah, I know.
Mostly, Ron Ward says if all else fails, feign ignorance. I was told by a judge one time when I was in my late teens, ignorance is not a defense. I was like, oh crap, crap. Then they threw the button. No, they didn't throw. They were still very
Oh,
kind to me.
and Pete says, "Looks like you got the green screen working perfectly." You know what Kim did?
More light.
She put two additional lights up that are kind of blinding.
It's still a little pixelated right
But,
in this area here.
well, you are right in where
Yeah.
your hair is. But she put those up. They're kind of blinding, and I can't see the screens as well. But when I see the results, it's worth it. So I said, just leave them, you know. So
Yeah. Put a
Kim's upper
little.
body is still flashing. Yeah, well, well, last time it looked like Kim was walking
Well,
around.
that's because there's blue in it a little bit.
She had a pair of blue pants on with the blue screen, and it looked like
I was floating.
she was floating around. Looked like she had no anything below her waist. It was kind of cute. Uh, it's the old parts. Lyme disease? Yeah, tick suck. Yep. Well, you know what happened? I had the tick, and it was kind of big, so it had been there. I probably missed it for a
Well,
day,
you usually catch them right away, and then
and
there's not hardly any
said to
risk.
Kim, "Is that?" It was on my my above my knee in that area, and I said, "Is that a tick?" And she got down there with a little pair of uh, what do you call those things? Duckbill, little tiny duckbill pliers. Pulled it out, and I promptly forgot about it because we have ticks there, and they're around. But it's
I mean,
probably
you
in.
clean it out with alcohol and stuff like
Yeah,
that, but
yeah. But then it was probably been in there a little longer than normal.
it had been dug in. You can tell because they get blue and they kind of inflate, and that's how you know they've had more too much time on you because they've been feeding, and that's when they start to get dangerous. See, I
So,
find them before they dig in because I don't know. Supposedly you can't feel them when you're on it, but when there's a tick crawling on me, I notice. I'm like, "What's this?" I find them all
so,
the time, and then I shower and
so when she saw the red ring in about the same area, she knew what it was, and it had been. We're guessing about 3 weeks, which is about the incubation period. So I picked it up in Tennessee, but I ended up in Arizona with the Lyme disease. So, and Hippie Long says, "Bud, take the money, leave Kim at home." Nope, Kim takes care of me, and I take care of Kim. She has some.
I don't want him to be here by himself.
I would be.
They can't. I mean, maybe they
She
could
takes
pay
care
enough.
of me here.
They could maybe pay enough money, but they aren't.
You
It's
know,
not.
I
He's
when I was here by myself, and I've been here working before by myself. I'm going to the gas station and buying sandwiches and that kind of crap.
it would
It's
kill him.
just it it's
It's
just
not worth it.
not good. Kim takes care of me. And it's
He'll
really
work himself
nice.
to death.
It's really nice.
He'll work himself. I don't want to do that.
And
You guys don't want me to
and
let him do that.
Kim's got back problems, and she is got to be careful with that. And,
Like the Lyme disease, they have to be
and,
together in case something happens.
and
Or a team. It's good to be a team. I mean, it
and
really is. We get a lot more
and
done together. We're
and look,
happy.
and we can still do this here. I mean, it's a little weird in a hotel room, but we can do it. Mark Sauve's here. Good evening.
I
My
don't want to
buddy,
do it for the long
yes,
term.
my buddy died from a tick bite. Untreated Lyme disease led
Led to
to
fibromyalgia.
my.
It can be really serious.
You know what? When
That's why we went that night.
yep.
He was like, "Is this that rash?" And I was like, "That is that rash. You just need to go."
Oh, we went that night. It was kind of late. They closed at 8, and I don't know what it was, about 7 o'clock. They got us in. She wrote the prescription. There was a pharmacy like within a block. We went over there. That pharmacy closed at 8. It was quarter to 8, and they got it all together, and I paid for it, and they closed the window, and that was it. We were the last ones there, and man, they took care of us. It was I got the antibiotics going. So
Mexican Spec says us old guys need our younger caretakers. That's right, Mexican Spec.
yeah.
You do need your wife. Who would
See, he
you
has
be?
he has a nice young wife too. I got a nice
She is.
young
She's
girlfriend.
very nice. Your wife is amazing.
How did one ever survive? Oh man, yeah. When I was here before, it was I worked a lot. Mm.
Barry Cuda says, I see what you mean, Mexican Spec. I remember years ago filling up my VH Valiant and hearing a boy say, "Dad, his petrol filler is behind his number plate."
Ah, that's a, that sounds like what they'd say down under. Ah, Michelle is here. My buffing Kim. Hello.
Who is? Oh, Michelle. Oh, okay. Of Pete's Custom Car.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. We're in you.
How are you doing? Last thing I knew you
She's still scheduled. I don't think
she's
it's
still
time yet.
scheduled. Okay.
She got to get her brain reprogrammed.
We'll see.
She's getting that Neuralink from Elon Musk so she can hear again.
Ticks in northeast Kansas this year have been horrible. I mowed my boss property 2 weeks ago and came home with at least 3 ticks on me, and they were tiny. My dog ended up with what? Man, I had a dog, and my former wife, I think, pulled 100 ticks off that dog after being out in our yard walking around, and they were big. And it's like, and we get them all the time. I gotta spray that yard or so. I don't know what to do. I don't think you could kill enough of them. And then we have some uh, possums around, but not enough. I mean, they'll
Well,
eat some of them,
well,
but
ticks will hide in the trees. I mean, you have to fog the whole property.
we gotta really be careful because I don't want to go through this again. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime you're out in the grass or on the property doing anything, we have to look you over.
And then Hippie
You
Long
got to get
said
naked.
earlier said something about he got ticks in Fresno. I didn't know they had them
Well,
there.
you know what you do, and I'm telling on I'm snitching on him. You go and mow the grass, and then you come in and sit down in front of your computer. And you need when you are done mowing, you need to
And
strip down as soon as you walk in the door, throw your clothes
clothes in
in
the
the washing
washer.
machine, and the detergent will kill the ticks in your, and then shower so that, yeah.
What's this?
Hippie Long says it takes a deep freeze in the winter to control ticks and other baddies. It does. It takes a really. It was cold this winter though. I don't know what it is. Let's see. There was something that I passed up. That I need to go back.
What's this?
Mark Sauvé says he's doing okay, but stressed out. He's having trouble with the water test at the house to sell. What's wrong with the water test? Is that the sewer test or
Who
what is
said
it,
this? I'm
Mark?
sorry, I was
Tell
distracted.
us why. I'm sorry you're stressing, Mark. It's gonna be
Oh, it's
okay.
Mark Sauvé.
It's always something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. It's
Oh, I
always
see you
something.
scrolled up. Okay.
We get through it,
Oh,
but man,
chickens are great tick prevention. Man, I don't want chickens.
I know. We do have a chicken coop though.
Can we have a chicken coop?
What we ought to do is find somebody who has chickens. Um, like I know in
Oh,
the neighborhoods
let
that
them
sells
walk around
eggs,
our yard.
you borrow them. Say, hey, can we grow some chickens? And if we go somewhere or when we're done with them, will you take them back? You know what I mean? And then they can eat all summer and get big and fat, and then they can butcher them or whatever.
I'll see what Bar says. My buddy has 30 chickens in his yard. No ticks, no mosquitoes, and lots of eggs. Well,
See,
yeah,
that's
chickens in coops don't get the ticks. That's right. You got to run around. Um,
my brother had chickens, and the coyotes got them, tore them all to bits, all of them in one day. He spent all
let's
this
say
money
rent,
feeding them and taking
rent a
care
chick,
of them and everything.
rent a chicken.
Rent a chicken
No, no,
coop
no. We charge to have the chickens there because we're going to feed them
to pasture the chickens.
ticks.
That's right,
We're going to feed
to
them ticks.
fatten them up.
Uh,
I know up in Pittsburgh you can get rent a goat.
I go.
Yeah, because they'll go up the hill side of the hill and they'll eat all the vines and the garbage and stuff like that. And they'll eat everything. They just eat and eat and eat.
Not unless they're not unless they're originally from the British Commonwealth. What is this, Josh?
I don't
I'm
know
trying.
what's Josh talking about.
It's mostly all part in northeast Kansas. We didn't have that hard deep freeze we normally have. The ticks took full advantage. You
Oh,
know, oh, we got really
it
cold
was
though this year.
freaking cold in
We
our
got
place.
really cold this year
Yeah,
for a
it doesn't
long time.
explain Tennessee because it was
Yes,
cold and we still have ticks all over the
we
place.
it's a bad spot for ticks.
Mexican Spec says goats will get all the ticks on them. So we need chickens that sit on the goats and the chickens eat the ticks off the goats.
I had two dogs that were just one of them seemed to get a lot more than the other one, but they were covered with ticks when I had the dogs. It was just a job keeping the ticks off the dogs. But I don't think it
Yikes.
affected them like it, you know. I don't know if dogs get Lyme disease. I don't know. Probably not.
Probably they do, but dogs don't live as long. If your dog gets Lyme disease,
I don't
unless it's super serious, the dog will just have arthritis and not live as long.
Just don't chickens get mites. I don't know what chickens get.
They do. Then we'll need to get something else to eat the mites. She
Oh,
swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
Daryl's mini storage ad for Hippie Law.
Ah, all right. Well, you get 2 points, Hippie Long. Thank you to Daryl for his mini storage. Mini storage kicks butt. We need, what's it called if you have a big mini storage?
That's like jumbo shrimp. Uh, Josh
Jumbo mini storage.
Josh Homan. Oh, I see. Someone asked if any Americans called gasoline petrol. That's what I meant. Oh, I see. I have done that just to do it because there's a lot of people in here that are not Americans. So sometimes I say petrol just to show I understand English.
Uh,
Mostly old parts. You guys have coyotes in Tennessee? Yes, we do,
yeah.
but not as many as out here. I know we have lots of coyotes here in Kansas. Man, there's something noisy flying over.
Do chickens get Lyme disease? I don't know. They don't live long enough. Lyme disease is like a long-term ailment. Like it long term. Like it's rare. It's very rare and unusual for you to have for Lyme disease to cause immediate death. You know what I mean? Like there's lots of diseases you get it and you die within short order, but Lyme disease just like makes it very
Makes you miserable.
kills you slowly and painfully over a long period of time. It may not
So this
kill
is
you, but you wish you were dead.
Buff is worldly because I called it petrol sometimes.
Yeah, that's right.
And
He's
then
been all over.
and then
He's world famous too.
you know what? I've never been in the southern hemisphere. Never been in the southern hemisphere. Mostly apart. Night, guys. Nice chatting. Thanks for being here.
Oh, Michelle does have her hearing going. She says I
Really?
listened
Where's
to
this?
music on
Where's
the
this?
way home yesterday, and the volume was so much lower, but sounded amazing.
Oh, did she do a video? Did you do a video
Congratulations!
on this?
It's
Man,
all right if you didn't. That's
I'm
such
just
good
wondering.
news. That's
Well,
like a miracle.
I'm thinking I might have missed it when I shouldn't have missed it. Buff's been to many. Buff has been to places most of us have not. Huh.
No, he can neither confirm nor deny that he has been to places that most people have not been to.
I have been that I would say most Americans have not been is Finland and Russia. A lot of Americans have been to England. I've been there, and Canada and Mexico, and anyway, where else? Not that worldly. I give my dog petrol. Very good.
Otherworldly.
Where are you going, Kim?
I'm gonna
Leaving?
get my beverage.
Your beverage, okay.
My beverage for my drinking. It's a drinky drink.
Hippie Long says, I am so happy for you. Wait till you hear a choir. Feels holy.
Yes, heavenly, otherworldly for sure.
Man, the best choir I ever heard. I was in England. I was in a city called, I know I don't think it's city. Huge cathedral. I walked in there and with a couple of friends and somebody that knew the place. I walked in there and it was a place built in the 1100s. Huge place. And there was a choir singing in there. No instruments, just this choir. And it sounded amazing. I've never heard anything like that. It was the acoustics of this place, this cathedral that was built in the 1100s. It was amazing. I'm trying to think of the name of the city. I should know that. But anyway, piece of chocolate? Nope, a rock. She handed me a piece of chocolate, but it's a rock. Why did you hand me this rock?
That's a souvenir rock.
Okay, Tanner's here. Oh,
That's
it just
Arizona rock.
in fact, I saw his picture pop up before I saw him pop up.
That'll be a giveaway. Does anybody want Arizona rock? I'll get more if people want them. I'll send you rocks.
Jeez, don't delete the stick. I'm not sure you're supposed to remove things.
Yeah, I got me some genuine Arizona driveway gravel. If anybody wants some of that, I picked the shiniest ones I could find.
And Tanner has sent us this.
Is this a protected thing?
I don't
I was
know.
thinking about bringing some sand. Does anybody want some sand from the dunes? We should
See,
have
Firefly's here. Gnaws on a piece of
baklava. Don't eat all the baklava, Valfly.
do it though. What is what's mean? What is that? Baklava.
Baklava, that's like crispy pastry with like honey and nuts it's a sweet.
See what we have here. This is
It's
Tanner's.
it's sort of crispy, but it's like a cakey, but it's not cakey. It's like crispy layers of pastry with sweet syrups and stuff in it. It's very rich and near deadly.
Pay attention to
What about the kitty?
Tanner's cat
Hi, kitty.
yawning.
Mexican
Files.
Spec asks, "How is the are the other cats treating the new kitten?" They're probably terrified because kittens have really sharp claws.
Firefly says the duck in the hallway is still judging me with his wee beady eyes.
Ducks are like that. Did you see the new Mexican Spec uh, member only video? Has ducks and turtles. I don't mean to make you feel like you're not one of our special member kind of people, but if you were a member, you would have seen the video. I don't understand why we're allowed to see Mrs. Mexican Spec, but not Mexican Spec.
Oh, we have seen her?
Well, we haven't, but I have.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. I think maybe that what I just said about them not having seen the video is mean.
Hmm,
I'm
missed
sorry. I
something.
didn't mean to be mean.
I missed something there. This is Mexican spec Mustang. You have to be a member. Oh, you have to be a member to see it. That's why. And I've been pretty busy. I've been really busy. And I have my reasons. Okay.
Oh, that's
So,
fair.
so this is a Mexican spec Mustang, and I like it. It's a coupe. It has the Mexican uh, Mercury like front end, but it's not a hatchback. It's a coupe, and I really like that back end a lot better. It's a lot stiffer, nicer car. I don't know why I like those so much, but I do. He's wanted in 17 states.
17's a pretty good number. That would be a reason to go to Mexico.
Michelle says, it feels like I can't hear out of my good ear, and only now in my I don't know how to pronounce that. My crochet ear right now. I'm actually hearing out of both, but my brain is adjusting to something new and it takes a little time. How is the sound from one ear to the other? Does it sound natural or does it have a different sound to it? Or I'm just curious what that's like. Very good. All of our stations are full serve. Oh yeah, Mexico's all.
Yeah. Barry Cuda says, I wish I could roll up to a service station and say, fill her up with high test. What are you, made of money, Barry Cuda? A full tank of high test? I don't think so.
Get you with TikTok. Oh, TikTok, yeah. Well, yeah, mine got worse than itchy. Mine wasn't even itchy. I found it, pulled it off, and forgot about it. 3 weeks or so later, I remembered it the hard way. Very good. Where's the gas tank at? Man, when I worked in a gas station, I was 16 years old, 1970. I knew where every gas tank was. I knew the cars that you had to lift up the taillights, like the old Cadillacs and some of the Chevys, and some of the gas tanks run the license plate down, number plate down real low. Um, I don't know how that gas stayed in there. Those tanks were like this, and the tube just barely went uphill, and you put the gas in from down there, and like all these cars had. And like your dart, I forgot how low it is on the car and how easy it is for the fuel to spill out of the side of the dart. Yeah, I forgot about that. Pete says I was going to say Mercury Capri. Oh, they're flying. Probably F-35s right over us. Says it's completely different and very intense. It's very clean sounding. Hippie lungs, says Michelle. For me, a baby laughing so hard it snorts is my favorite sound. Hippie lung, do you also have a hearing?
Oh, he just likes laughing,
Or do you
snorting
just like it? Okay,
babies.
like a like the treble is all the way up. Okay, I can understand that. Then it says my girlfriend pulled in the wrong side of the pump the other day. She pulled the hose over the trunk and way overfilled it. You know, I worked in a gas station back when the gas man, which was a 16-year-old, put the gas in all the cars. So many people pull in the wrong side. They don't, there's too many cars. They can't move. And you got to do that. You got to be smart enough to know when you can hear that gas coming and shut it off. And I hated when people pull in the wrong side, and they do it all the time. I like the cars, like the original Mustangs. It's right in the center and the back. Doesn't matter which side you pull in. Or the Jaguars that have them on both sides. Doesn't matter which side you put it in. I think that's the case. Or does it go into two tanks? I don't know.
Uh, Pete's Custom Car Ship says the wheels on this Ford look like they came from an IROC Camaro. I agree. I think they don't look very Ford. I don't hate them, but they don't look like Ford factory wheels at all. Yeah, they're definitely a little bit out of place. They're too big too, but I mean, I don't hate them. But yeah.
Oh, so what are those wheels, Mexican spec? That's just an aftermarket wheel, or is that from another car? Yeah, because I don't really like the wheels on that.
Um, Tanner says it spit gas out the filler neck the next day. How do you overfill it so much that it spits out gas the next day?
Maybe the engine's running backwards. Because see, if the engine were running backwards, it
Right.
would suck polluted air up through the exhaust system, and then the engine run backwards, and it make carburetor and make gas, and it'd go back into the tank, and pretty soon it'd be overfull, and it'd spit it out.
Fill up with
Make sure the
gas.
engine's running frontwards.
That's an important lesson to learn. Josh Homan thinks they look sporty. Yeah. And Mexican Spec says he thinks they're replaceable because the Mexican only wheels for Mustangs are so much better. I mean, it's got wheels. If you have a preference for something different, then change them out.
Firefly just figured out how to bring his live up to. It does that sometimes. You hit live, and all of a sudden,
Oops.
it just jumps ahead, and you miss a section. Yeah, I don't know.
Oops.
Sometimes that happens. It's happened to me before. I look down there, and the little red light's out, and I go, "Oh no, I'm gonna miss some." It's like, I,
Mexican Spec likes the two tone. I like it too. I think that looks good. Some stripes, pinstripe, two tone.
I'm sure they can be sold for another car. That's right.
Yeah.
Firefly dated.
Sweet. Good job. Well, now that you're up to date, we're probably going to cut it. We've been going for an hour and 48 minutes. It's your bedtime, believe it or not.
Oh,
You got to be up early for work.
gotta get up at. I gotta get up at 3:45. This one is an automatic. Oh, it's to say the only problem with having the filler neck under the number plate is that the cap gets dirty and dusty and you don't really want to touch it.
Well, wash it. Wash it.
And Tanner says, "Y'all have fun. I'm hopping off. I need rest." Yeah, you probably have one of those jobs like me where you got to get up early.
Yeah. Well, he's driving an ambulance. He's got to make sure he's well rested. So if somebody
I'm not,
needs,
I'm not driving an ambulance. Driving a computer.
they never made a Capri notchback over there. They didn't.
Oh, they did not. You're right. Yeah, that's a rare car. I guess that would be interesting to own that. Geez, I kind of, the more I think about it, the more I like that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty sharp.
Firefly. I have to prep myself for Fly Baby's
Birthday.
birthday tomorrow. Fly
Sweet.
Baby's.
The child.
X-Inspect says I have wet wipes in my car for that problem. Michelle says,
Val Fly's baby would be Val Maggot,
oh, jeez.
not Fly Baby.
Michelle says, my 99 Grand Prix GTP was special order and had the gold package. Rims were shaped like that star, if I remember.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, we're going to look that up right now. The rear-facing seats in the wagon are prepped for kids. Be fun to be in like a really fast station wagon, riding the back seat and going down a drag strip, and you're sitting there looking out the back at the people you're passing. Hey, Olive's here. We were talking about Olive earlier because we were talking about the carburetor cleaner they can't make anymore because she told us it made like six-legged frogs or something.
Oops. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
bad.
they quit making this stuff. It's sad they quit making it, but I guess there's other ways to get the carburetor clean, so that'll work.
Carburetors are cheap.
Mexican Spec says, even better, Buff, if the wagon did a wheelie. Can you imagine sitting in the rear-facing seat in a wagon, it does a wheelie? It look like you feel like you're gonna dump you out, man. You better have
It
your
would
seatbelt.
dump you
You
out.
better have your seatbelt on. Keep your feet away from the bumper where it's gonna make sparks.
None of these have those
Filming out the
wheels.
back is tempting.
None of these got them wheels.
Oh, did you look up GTP?
Yeah.
It doesn't show it.
Well, it shows it, but this is the wheels it's got.
Okay, swap.
Just it's not the wheels in the picture.
Oh, you did swap. I was looking over there.
I don't doubt that it had them. I just can't find a good picture of it.
Oh, oh, it says I think that was Triflow rather than carb cleaner, though. You know what it was? It was McKay's parts dip that we were talking about, and I'm sure that's what we were talking about. They made us quit making it. I said, man, that's really sad because the stuff works so well. And I think it was you that said, yeah, it's because they're making they something happened like six-legged frogs or some kind of fish that were deformed or something. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's probably it's probably something bad for marine life. So I don't mind that. It's just, it's too bad we can't have something that works that well. But it sounds like from what everybody says is that, what is that cleaner at the dollar stores that we were talking about, Kim? I can't think of the name of that cleaner that you put in the ultrasonic cleaners. It works really well. So we got to try that. I just published a 99 Grand Prix GTP in black with 66,000 miles on it. It's a four-door though. Oh, weird. Kim, the white one at the top had the smooth five-spoke wheels. Hmm.
Okay.
I think I ran out of cough drops. I have some, but they're stashed somewhere.
All right. So I gotta put him. I gotta get him settled down. Make sure he has something to eat, and it takes him 2 hours to wind down after a live stream. You guys have been great. Thank
I
you
don't,
for putting up with the.
I don't particularly doubt it, but I was probably speculating because they keep making stuff and then arguing about the damage later. Well, yeah, I mean that's how it is.
Right, they keep changing
Well,
coolant. What is the
oh,
refrigerant
coolant drives me nuts. There's too many different
and
kinds.
refrigerant, and then yeah, and it's first it's fine. They make a bunch of it, and then they decide it's toxic and you can't use it anymore. I don't know what to
Okay,
say.
so
Thursday,
38
we are.
hybrid supercharger. Oh, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, those are fantastic.
Thursday night we may
We're trying
we may uh uh
to be on a
live
at a
stream,
remote location.
but we may just We may just
Record it.
record it. I don't know how that's going to work out, but it'll be kind of interesting if we do. I'm kind of hoping we can do it live. The guy we're going to do it at his house, and he's a little bit. I don't know. I've never been on live stream, and I go, just do it. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to force him into something he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's got a good internet connection.
Oh
We may
man, and
do it.
it'll be entertaining either way. If we
Yeah,
record it or if we live stream it, it might be better recorded so we could take our
uh,
time and look at things.
he's
But
got he's got interesting cars, interesting other things. Interesting guy. So yeah.
you'll want to check it out even on the replay. You'll probably want to check it out. And then I've been working on the video for the trip out here, and it's kind of long. Okay, it's extremely long, and it's a little bit slow. Like I'm trying to pace it, not like bang 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 bang. So it might be something that you like click on view later and just like watch while you're like sitting in your chair, easy chair, and just take it nice and slow or something like that. But that's coming up really soon too. And yeah, hopefully we can be out of here by next week sometime.
You said we weren't going to do 2 hours. You know what?
We still did
We
two
still got
hours.
2 hours. So
Thanks, everybody.
thanks,
You
everybody.
guys have made it to the end. I'm awarding you all an additional 3 points. Thanks so much. Um, and we'll see you all in Mexican Specs Live on Saturday afternoon, if not sooner. So thanks for being here and have a great night. Do you have anything else to say?
Nope. Take care. Good night,
Okay, wave
everybody.
goodbye.